process and product relationship and, and interaction, experience, engaging all your body and senses.
So,
Excellent.
so
I have
we
nothing to
thought we
say.
would just do a little demonstration of how this might work. So as I was kind of just preparing this morning, I was sharpening some of the charcoal graphite pencils, and I wanted to see how they work. So I made some marks on the back of the canvas, and I looked at them and I said, "Gee, aren't they interesting just to see to me? Aren't they interesting just to see those marks?" And they're pretty evocative to me. And they were just random marks. I just literally made them so I could then wet my finger and run it over the thing. So I thought,
New series.
just
Inside of
just to kind of see
Well, just
how
checking
marks can kind of encourage,
why not?
how the marks can encourage you to be creative, and kind of you can move out of those marks in lots of ways. So it was just interesting
And
to
maybe
me
he
kind
did
of to
it
see it.
more, in a sense, was more random because he
Yeah.
was just not
That's even
thinking.
better.
Right, he was just not thinking
Mhm.
this is actually going to be a quote real thing.
And they're also isolated, so
Yeah.
they're just marks. But I was just struck by how I was immediately engaged in wanting to make more marks, because there was something about that, and then kind of running my finger over them, blurring them a little bit, and that's kind of an indication of kind of what I'm talking about when I do this. It's just kind of that interaction. So these canvases, I just put a titanium white on them, just so what I found was when I first started, I would just start painting and not have any of the titanium white underneath. It seemed very helpful to have at least one layer of paint underneath, I
Yeah,
realized.
just generally better.
So that's kind of the way I've been starting recently. And so I have a whole bunch of different graphite pencils here, and I tend to use this kind of a pencil, which I kind of like using.
Oh, those
Um,
were the-
So
That's what
these are charcoal, but they've got a little string, and you peel it off. and
Graphite, I think, is the same thing that's in a regular pencil.
Yeah.
Just in a thicker.
But you buy it.
And
Yeah.
Black Ink, is that the name of the store that's in Harvard
Yeah.
Square now? They now have graphite pencils that are entirely graphite.
Yeah.
Oh,
These
yes.
are all
Art
graphite.
stores.
I've had
See
those.
these here? These are all
Yes.
graphite.
These are,
They're
yeah,
so
they're big,
cool.
yes.
Yeah.
Cool,
You
yeah.
can buy sticks of graphite
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, but it's a little messier,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have them in
because
my
you've got,
box here.
Oh, you do?
so these have
Yeah.
a little coating on them,
Yes.
So it's
so
Yes.
they're easy,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
quite as messy. You can,
Yeah.
I think it's better to have blunt than sharp, and, for me,
Right,
personally. So if I'm in my little studio in the basement, and
You put him in the basement?
I put him in the basement.
Do you have any
Oh.
natural light down there?
I have a window like that, where
I
I,
gave him a little
He
window.
has
He has a
like
little
that.
tiny
yes, but,
window.
Look outside.
but honestly,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I need natural light.
Because your work
He's
is
working
coming
from
from
his
inside
imagination.
It's
you.
just,
Yeah,
I mean, it's nice to have
different.
light and
Yeah,
things like that,
it's
but
different.
A lot
but
of
I,
people don't care about natural.
Yeah.
but it's, and I'll say, I brought some colors up. I tend to use the same colors to start, but it doesn't matter what I start with, just something darker and lighter and brighter and, whatever, because I cover it typically. So it's just getting, the idea of this is getting started. If you wanted to think about how to do it, this is getting
Right,
started.
that's sort of the core
You know.
of this particular demo.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
This
ahead.
is
Okay.
one
How do you
of
get
the
started?
many
Yeah, how do we get
ways.
started?
So,
Let's-
so
And we
literally.
want to start.
Yes, and we want to
Yeah,
start
yeah,
painting
So
ourselves.
literally,
And I don't know how my battery is in my phone either, so
so
We have to quick and get started.
it's gonna be.
So literally, I'll just maybe start by going like this.
Ah, so you do look at
It doesn't matter if you look or you don't
Interesting.
look. You feel free to do either way.
I like
Oh,
not
yeah, I
looking
did too.
because
Yeah.
things really go off on their own.
Yeah.
And you put more marks than I do. Oh, you do. a lot
But,
of marks.
you know, it's
Yeah.
very,
I know, it's,
you could do whatever you
it's
want.
very, yeah.
So, does this resemble at all doodling that you do when you're sitting at a
No,
meeting?
not at all.
But it could.
You're not thinking right now.
Well, sometimes I'm thinking, but part of the idea is to think, and part of it is to not think. So,
Profound.
so you know, so
Yeah.
you know, so yes, you can think, but because because I've done it before, I might want to think about shapes I'm creating.
Right, when you guys do it, it's not gonna look like that.
No.
Everyone has their own hand,
I
and so.
find a big challenge in this is,
So,
all shapes mean something to us. And
So-
mean to something.
so
It's
let's
hard to
say
keep them shapes.
let's say I'm done
Okay.
with this. Let's say I'm done at this point. So I look, I step back and I begin looking at it
Yeah.
and seeing, well, what do I see that engages me? So I might take my paper towel at this point, dampen it, and then kind of begin to look at it and say, well, what do I like that engages me? So I see a shape here that I kind of like, which is
Ah, I see.
See, that's the advantage of the graphite here.
So-
So it'll
Okay.
do that.
Yeah.
so.
I see.
You see this shape here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
So I say,
interesting.
okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Then I say, oh, well, I like this in here.
I see. Oh, this is
um,
amazing.
Like
So you're sort of
this.
reinforcing
Yes, exactly.
by
So I kind of like that, and then I do,
creating a little
I
more
do like
depth to the
this.
space. To the
You
line.
gotta make a YouTube video of this
So-
for everyone to see.
So then you see,
No, keep it a secret.
you see something kind of in there
Yeah.
that you kind of like, and then you say, oh, well, what else is it interacting with? Well, I see maybe in here, there's this, there's a larger thing here, maybe down to here,
Yeah.
maybe up to here. And I'm, trying to say, well, that's interesting, but I'm only in the center now. So, what else do you want to look at? Well, you've got circles here. Do you want one circle, two circles? Maybe you do something in here. These canvases are irritating because the
Yes.
box
Those
is
are the
there.
ones most of
But,
us have.
Yeah, these are the
Cheaper.
job lots canvases.
They're good though, because
So-
they're fairly slippery.
So all I'm saying is that you begin to kind of see marks that you want to emphasize, and sometimes it creates some depth for you as well. Anyway, so there's just that kind of a thing, and then then I think, well, I want to emphasize some of the marks in a different way. So maybe I'll start using Payne's Gray. I use Payne's Gray a lot for these. Payne's Gray, cadmium, red dark, teal, and then the titanium white. And again, this is kind of spontaneous, so let's say in this, I kind of like this this shape here, in here, maybe. Maybe I like this here. Because part of what I'm trying to do is juxtapose things so that they're not straight,
Yeah.
whatever. So there's this kind of a thing here that I like. I like this going through there. These lines here. I like this here, so.